And here it in these three if then blocks, it checks if global name 1, 2, and 3 is in the list. If it's not, insert the item into the list in index 2, because in these parts we already check for the first and the third item, and this will help to select the second item. Then it sets label to global alphabetize, and for my reset button, I set global alphabetize empty list again, and I set label text to global alphabetize. Let's try it. Let's say Dide, Fatma Nur, and Utku. And we click go. It sets name according to alphabet. Let's try another example. Let's say CCC, DDD, and AAA. And we click. Well, first, we should start the reset to reset this part, and when we click go, it again AAA, CCC, DDD, like that. When we click reset, it resets again. And this is my last project. I wanted to use segment block, like you said, but I couldn't use it when writing, but I already wrote some code. So this is my designer part. I add a label like that, and I add a text box to enter letters, and I change the hint enter a letter, and I add two buttons, try it and get a hint, and here it says the letters you have tried, and here there's another label which is blank right now, but it will show you the letters you tried. Let me show you blocks part. First, I wrote the hint button because it was easy. When we click hint button, it says label hint to Emma's best friend. I first initialized the global name and made the empty list. When we click try, it first checks if text box 1 is not equal to nothing, because I don't want to write a blank when we click try it, but not writing anything. I don't want to make a list bigger. So then, if it's not, it's add items to the list, to this list, letters tried list, and it chooses item from the text box we wrote. Then it first checks for if we wrote D. If we wrote D, then it checks for our label is already blank, or there's a O, or there is a G, or there is a OG. And if it is blank, it sets a label like that. If there is a O, it sets label like D and O and blank, like that. And I did it for all letters again and again. And at the last part, if there is a OG, it sets a label to dog. And I set a letter list to this initialized global letter list name. So this always changes, and When we write something, it says text box to blank again to write a new letter. Then at the end of all of it, if text box once, I label once text is equal to dog, it sets hint to congratulations, you find it. Let's try it. Let's try A. It writes here like that, like B, D. When we click D, it also writes here and here. Let's say R. Let's see, say G. And let's say H. Let's say O. It says congratulations, you find it. And when we click get a hint, a man's best friend, we can see it like that. Thank you.